Hello and welcome to today's class, Curvy Christmas class. I'm really excited. You can probably hear the excitement in my voice because I've got 13 of you signed up to this class today, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you firstly, and I'm going to go through the names. So I'm just rummaging under my desk to get my book. Look, I am very organised. This is my classes book, can you tell? So I'm going to go say hello to those ladies who have joined the class. Anybody can join, and if you've got stuff, you can craft along with me or with us. So I'm going to say hi because I won't remember all of these names. So in no particular order, this is just the order that people booked on. So hi to Sue, to Vicky, to Jill, to Karen, to Vanessa, to Mandy, to Angela, to Coral, to Maria, to Barb, to Donna, to Diane, and to Lucy. And Donna, I would love to know, and Vicky, I would love to know how the closed captions translated me saying all those names. It'd probably be quite amusing. So thank you all for joining in today. It's a little bit of a technique class today. The cards themselves aren't very taxing at all. As in the styling of them, but I've cut lots of the stuff out for you today. So this first video is going to be welcome and card one. I'm doing it a little bit different today. Previously I've just done a welcome video and then waited till 2:15 to do the next video. I'm actually going to do welcome and card one in one go. So I'm going to go through my pack. Now my pack might have a couple of extra things in because sometimes I don't count properly. And it doesn't have my name on, so I'm going to go through everything. It should have the same. I can already see that it's got one extra thing. So I shall go through everything just when I get it all sorted. Let me go through it with you. So you have 4 white envelopes. Yep, we can put those to one side. We don't need those until we're ready to send our cards. You also have I don't know if I've done this right now. I think I've given you an extra one. Yeah, so you only have 4 envelopes, but I've given you an extra just in case of mistakes. I think I've been quite kind this week. And I've given you 3 Night of Navy card blanks. Yep, I've given you 3 of those. Okay. I've given you a Bermuda Bay card blank that opens like that, and I've given you a crumb cake card blank that also opens like that. So there's actually 5 card blanks. Now I have only given you 4 envelopes because I just designed the class really for 4 cards, but I've put an extra piece of shimmer white, which I'll show you in a minute, in case of errors. All right, so you might need an envelope from your own stash. If your practice one turns out okay, you might be able to make an extra card. That's what I'm saying. So the other things that we've got are you have a very interesting piece of 6x6 paper, which is this ombre one, and this is an actual celebration item. This is some 6x6 paper. That's one of the options. It's like ombre patterns, one with dots on and one plain, with different colours. So you get greens, blues, a pink and like a plummy one. There's 48 sheets. That's a free item you can get in January and February. So I've put that in because I thought it looked quite nice, like a sky and then coming down to snow, and I thought it'd be a really good one for us practicing on. So if you want to put this piece and your Bermuda Bay to one side, that's going to be card 1. Okay. And then this piece of wood effect goes with your crumb cake card. Okay. I've not decided. I think this might be the last card we do. And what you also need to go with that is a small rectangular piece of crumb cake and a small rectangular piece of shimmer white. Now, if you look at this card and you hold it, I don't know if you'll see this on the video, it is the shimmer white. It's very different to the whisper white, and it's good for like watercolouring on and things like that. So that goes with that. along with a piece of braided linen. So you can put that to one side too. Okay. So we've put 2 cards to one side, and then you have 3 card bases, and you have 3 pieces of the shimmer white. Okay, and as I say, one was going to be a practice, but it might turn out okay for you. And then you have a tag. I thought that'd be a cute little option to match, and a piece of the denim ribbon, because the denim ribbon goes with absolutely everything, just like jeans do. So we are going to start by taking it easy, and we're going to grab our stamp set. Now I have cut most things down, but I haven't cut this piece of paper down because I thought I would have been being a bit mean if I cut it down. So we're not going to use the whole thing, and you will have a little bit left that you can use on another project. And I thought everyone is always happy with that, surely. So let's get the stamp set out. So the first card we're going to make, it's real, and I've got a boo-boo on mine. It's really, really easy. And it just shows you, and we're going to go through the stamp set, and I've just done a snowy scene. It's literally the easiest card on the planet to get you warmed up. Okay, so we'll pop that there, and we're going to cut the paper down first. So the first thing I want you to do is pop this in your trimmer with the ombre going lighter that way. Yep. And I'm going to measure with my new ruler, because I lost my other one. I've got an identical one. Just checking my measurements. Yeah, we're going to cut it at 10. So I want you to do that first. So you've got that spare as leftover for something, okay? For another card. And then I want to keep quite a lot of the white. So I'm going to cut off at the darker end here. I'm going to cut that to 14.3. Okay. So there we have, and you've got a tiny strip if you want to use that for something. There we have our backing for our little scene. Okay, and we've obviously got our Bermuda Bay. And you need Bermuda Bay ink for this one, and a black ink pad. So the stamps that we need for this are the tree one, and I've done May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. And the snowflake one, and I think these will all be not really put away very well. May your days be merry and bright. Just pop that away for now. So this stamp is a lot bigger than it looks on the front of the box. It's only shown at, I think it says 80% of the size. Now, these stamps are very, very bendy, and you can actually manipulate them and put them on your block a little bit. You know, you could put them in more. You could put them on your block like that, and more of like a line going down. But we don't want that. So what I would do is, this is the side that you put the ink on. We're going to put that face down on the paper and just let it sit naturally where it wants to be. You do need a big block for this. If you don't have a block this big, you might need to use something like a book or something. So I am using block I. So I'm going to take my stamp up now with this. Or Stamparatus would work amazingly with this. Okay. Then I'm going to put my little snowflakes on a small block. Right. First, I'm doing this on purpose. I'm not doing May Your Days Be Merry and Bright on a block yet, and I'm going to show you the reason why. Now, you do need a mat. It's a good idea to have a mat with this one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our Memento ink. I'm using Memento for this one. I think another black ink pad would work fine. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. Sorry, I'm off camera there doing that. And the stamp is wider than the, now just watch that I got ink there on my block. And that's what I got on my project. So the stamp is a lot wider than the project. So you just decide where you want the trees to be, how far down you want it to be. It is absolutely. I'm not really happy with that tiny bit of tree there. So I'm probably tempted to move it over slightly, or, just move it about a bit so I don't have that little bit hanging off there. And I'm literally going to press down and back up. And there I have, it just was stamping onto a piece of designer paper, and it just looks really cute. Now, I told you I wasn't going to put the sentiment on the block. There is a reason for this. Now, if you look, I don't think it's dirty, that. If I put this face down, it's not actually, what's the word? It's not going with the curve, really. It sort of is a bit of the thing. I want to try and manipulate it a bit. So I'm really cunningly going to pop it down there. And I want that bit to just curve up a bit more. So I'm going to pop that up and pop that down and try and get it on my block a bit more curved like that. It might not work. I'm going to move it from while it's stuck on now, and then I'm going to test it. Oh, you see it's moved again. Right. Can you see? I've managed to there sort of manipulate it a bit so it's curved like the hill. Curved like the hill. I'm sure there's an Ed Sheeran song in there somewhere. Is it Castle on a Hill? Okay, and then I can stamp that like that. Ta-da! And it sort of matches, doesn't it? So then just take it off and it'll spring back into its normal shape. Oof, don't throw it on your project, Julie. Hope that makes sense, and that's an easy way for you. Now, if you wanted to, you could absolutely leave the project like that. Another idea, you could use the snowflake stamp. If you had the Whisper White craft ink, the white snow on here would look amazing. But because I said to have the Bermuda Bay included, and didn't want to add a white ink pad on as well, I'm going to use Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to do it as a tone on tone. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp. Now, you really be careful, don't over ink this because it can get in between the snowflakes. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and then re-ink. 3, 4, like that. I mean, they do look a bit regimented, but as snowflakes, but I mean, you don't have to do this option. You can rotate it so it comes a bit further down. Oh, I missed one then. It's a bit of a blizzard, this. I think I've done this a bit more blizzarded than the other one. It's just a warm up one to get us into the crafty zone. In the lockdown crafty zone. We are going to get a bit messy today, and I would advise that you do get yourself a piece of paper. If you've got some scrap paper, I might send you, I'm thinking about that, I might send you a message before the class to tell you that. Yeah, we are going to get a bit inky. There we go, that is a right blizzard. I've done a better job on that one than I have on my other one because I've got no mucky mark from the ink pad. Let's make sure my hands are all right. And then we're just simply going to glue that, or tape, or whatever you like to use, onto our Bermuda Bay card base. Voila! So I've got my glue. And there we have our finished card. Really, really, really easy. Hope you agree. So I'm going to, I'm going to end, I filmed this on Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday today. The next video will be live at 2:30. So that should be in about 10 minutes. And what you need for that one, you need a water brush or an aqua brush, or if you don't have them, you could get away with a little pot of water and your fingers. So we're going to get a little bit messier, and you also need, if you can bring back a piece of kitchen roll as well. So that's really handy. So a water brush or an aqua painter, or even a normal paintbrush and a little pot of water, or just a little pot of water and your fingers and a piece of kitchen roll. Okay. And then I will see you back at 2:30. See you then.